to the Three Beards podcast. My name is Craig, along with Austin and Chris.
Passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century.
Let me out.
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. I need you. Then live to send the innocent to their death? Is this justice and honor in Massachusetts colony?
And we're back by popular demand. I don't know. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. Hey, with us is man of the hour, guest du jour, Mr. Mark Eddy. He is our secret agent booking man. We decided he's been on with us for a couple times, just kind of giving his input, helping us with a couple topics. But it's time that we let everybody kind of know a little bit about him, a little bit of the background, kind of who he is, how we came to be in this partnership. And oh yeah, Joey, I agree. That's, maybe some little periodic, Mark Unleashed segment would be pretty awesome. So, but Mark, welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks for inviting me.
Oh, absolutely.
If I'm a guest, it's a slow news day.
Always a pleasure.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's just the thing is, a lot of people don't really realize everything that you've been involved in. I mean, you've been a longtime producer on radio show, and you're also work with Barbara DeLong on Nightlight, where you're a host and a producer with that as well. And talent. When we first met, the guys were like, well, how many contacts is? I'm like, I picture he's got those 1980s Rolodex things where it's just the big spin thing, and it's just card catalog of business contacts. And and I told him, we barely scratched the surface of A. I mean, we still have, so many that he has to spin. So did I miss anything in that?
I've been doing this for, I don't know, about 10 years or so. And, I've had a great time. Yeah, probably the last 2.5 years with Barbara have been my best work. But, I think we have a lot of interesting shows lined up through the spring, and just a lot of people that are a better visual format than just radio, and they're better fits for your forum. So we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We really have. I mean, the craziest thing. I mean, we met you through a mutual friend, Max Hawthorne.
Oh yes, Max.
Yeah, and that was one of the craziest ones. Chris always gives you a hard time. It's like, man, remember when this, Mark? I mean, I'm like, dude, I've got some guy that's texting saying, he would like to work with me and build these things, and I'm like, dude, I'm getting another one of those people that's just like, hey, we could collaborate, and I'm like, so he's finally like, dude, just stop worrying, just ask him. And that's what I asked you. It's like, all right, so what do you want from us, man? We are. We have no budget. I mean, it's like, what do you look for? He's like, no, I just want to help. I just want to help you out.
Craig thinks the worst about everything. He calls me up at work. He's like, hey, Chris, we have this guy. He inboxed me. He says he would like to help us. we don't have any money, Chris. I said, just reach out to him. He's like, no, I might just spam him. I say, no, Craig, just reach out to him and talk to him and see what he got for us. Craig said, okay. And we ended up with great Mr. Mark Eddy.
That for me, I mean, that just that sheer going in there and the fact that all the contacts you've had and the people that you've been able to get us in touch with is something that we never would have had access to this. I couldn't have even imagined being where we're at right now with just the content and stuff. And we can't even go enough to thank you for the access you've given us to some of these people, let alone just putting your name out on it.
Well, really with the year of the Rona, authors can't get out anywhere, so they're just stuck at home cranking out maybe 2 books a year, and then they don't have anywhere to do a meet and greet and sell some books, get the word of mouth going at a local bookstore. So they contact me. Hey, here's PDFs of the two books I've written this year. Like I can't read read that much at one time. It's like here, let me get you hooked up with the Beardos or someone like that. So the arts community has really been devastated by the pandemic, and they really are eager to get the word out about their most recent accomplishments. And I just can't do 2-3 shows a week.
Thanks to you, I've got a whole shelf full of books back here that I'm
the authors,
states are working on. It's like this. I don't know. It's like so everybody can see. This means nothing to anybody. You have to see the basis.
But the authors really appreciate the opportunity of having forums to go and present what their latest book. So it works out really well for them to have a reputable place to go to and discuss what they just published, but can't meet with their fans.
Now, one of the things too is that we didn't get to it in the intro is you're also kind of dabbling in, possibly filming your own movies in your free time. Now that you got that spare time, and so that
I've been, I've a little bit of free time in between reading and prepping for shows, and
now you sent us a clip. You want us to show that?
Yeah, it's just the Kubrick people really liked it, and hopefully they're going to consider me to help out with a follow-up to like 2001, Clockwork Orange, something like one of those sci-fi type movies. So we might want to take a look at it, Craig, and see what the viewers have to say about it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Let's play that for everybody.
You have to. Yeah. Is it now?
Yeah.
Bright eyes, do not go into the forbidden zone. I'm not living under your stinking laws, Zaius. I'm taking Dr. Zira where we'll find our destiny.
Mark, that's a Cornelius doll.
I thought the store had all the dolls.
You've seen the Patterson-Gimlin film enough that you should be able to recognize monkey boobs.
It's not like it's an anatomically correct Barbie doll.
Barbies are even more unrealistic, some alternative ending to the Planet of the Apes.
Now,
It's awesome.
I have to say, I was not expecting that twist at the end.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, that was some. I'm not sure what you had to do to get that, that budget. I mean, I figured this was going to be a low budget film. I wasn't expecting that kind of budget.
Oh, it was imaginative.
Well, it was definitely. That was definitely something, I mean, I can see where it would pique their interest. I really do. I mean, it's, so for anybody that can see it, it's like this in the video, it's at the end was a Toy Soldier and SpongeBob made an appearance at the end of Planet of the Apes.
Special guest.
And they're the little littlest pet shop dolls in there too around the base, but it's.
We call those stand-ins.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that twist ending from like Rod Serling, Twilight Zone stuff. Since he wrote Planet of the Apes, it's that impacts on me of learning about the twist ending, and I'm sure a lot of people weren't expecting SpongeBob as part of the like the Statue of Liberty, but hopefully
it has vision.
Hollywood would be interested. If not, maybe I can shop around to like Robot Chicken.
Well, Joey asked, he was like said with COVID thing. I mean, did you have any issues with the cast? Not wanting to work with you. Without no masks.
No, I was wearing a mask. That's why I sound a little distorted. But
you wore the mask, so everybody would say, "Hey, on to Oxford." Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, just now we just need Hasselhoff to come flying in like some like Hasselhoff car, like he was the surfboard.
Well, I could throw snowballs and make it look like a meteorite hitting above the septic tank.
Oh man, no. So what? I mean, when we get there, what got you into radio and producing?
Oh,
just in case the movie career doesn't take off, and you're stuck with radio and having to prop us three up. What are you going to do to keep that rolling? What got you into that?
So are you saying I really don't have a career in the film industry?
No, I'm saying that if these guys don't pick up that phone yet, you're stuck with us. So what made you so excited about this? That's what I'm saying.
Okay. So, what was the question again?
Why you decided to go with radio and reach out and talk to us three jokers?
Well, I got involved in it because the guy living in my apartment had a show, and I made the mistake by being in the chat room and using punctuation, capital letters, and the hostess thought that meant I was literate and I could read stuff, do her show prep. So that was how I got got involved in it.
Awesome.
So 10 years.
Pretty good job at it.
About 10 years later, I've done a lot of interviews. I don't know.
Oh, you
Probably
have. I mean,
over 400 or so, and I'm just kind of branching out into the documentary filmmaking with like the Planet of the Apes, and we'll talk about other stuff I've done later, but that was how I got my foot in the door with internet radio.
The other one too is you have we have a video of it too, so people could see. You have your faithful companion that's always there with you. I've heard it several times, and my son even nicknamed it Peanut Bird. Because he's always you've always got Peanut right there for it. It just comes in squawking, and I think the first time what was it, a few shows ago when you guys could hear his partner in the background there
in the back and in the other room with the door closed, and
yep,
he can be loud. Okay.
Yeah, so there's like a little silence there. But yeah, you can see it. Now, what type of bird is it?
It's a blue-crowned conure. It's the same bird or the same type of bird used in the movie Polly.
Oh.
Joey just put it like, is that what it is? He called me a few weeks ago about something. I thought he was punctuating sentences with a clown horn. Oh my God, that's awesome.
Austin is texting everybody on group chat. Do you hear that? What's going on? Craig's like,
yeah, he thought it was a squeak toy or something. It was like, does anybody hear that kid's toy in the background? I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. And then all of a sudden I could hear in the background. I'm like, that's a bird. I'm like, that's what the sound is. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So so even the bird is now. What was the bird's name again? I always forget.
That is Francis.
Francis, that's right. So so Francis is definitely in part of the show, and so we had to add that in for sure. And we've got another kind of, you've probably seen it on some of our posts too. We got another video. I think I'm not sure if it's got sound or not, just so people that aren't listening, people that are watching, that are listening.
Probably a lot of people aren't listening at this point.
Yeah. Well, right now we still got 10 people interested, so that's good.
Okay, that's.
So here's as people just say.
I wish my dog was this lazy.
Yeah, Harlan's got her.
It'd be so much
bulldog.
nicer.
He's just laying there. Oh, yep, good. It's
people
one of those.
Send all their pet photos in.
Yeah, it was one of those things when you see like a dog, everybody's like, oh, it's this point. I'm like, can we all imagine how nice it must be to be like one of our pets that's this pampered? All you have to do is lay on your back. People are gonna come up, rub your belly, give you food, and tell you what a good boy you are. I asked my wife to do that, and somehow I'm a weirdo. I don't get it. Let's see. And what was the bulldog's name? I don't know if I remember. Harlan will. I'm sure.
Harry. It's Harry.
Oh, Harry. That's right. So we got Harry and Francis.
all these pet videos being submitted for tonight's show.
Yep, that's well. It's just the thing. So everybody's just kind of getting to know the podcast, getting kind of. This is one of those.
The whole group of our fan base.
Well, it's you get to see some of the behind the scenes, kind of the stuff we have, and we have somebody on YouTube, that Alan, hey, thanks for chiming in. We appreciate all the comments. Thanks for watching. And then we got, and hey, looks like we've got an urgent message from Julianne Guthrie Smolson.
Oh.
Hi, and welcome to tonight's BS News. I'm your anchor, Julianne. Tonight's feature story is all about the fugitive Mark Eddy. Once author, writer, publicist, and podcast and radio show host and producer is wanted. Mark Eddy is suspected of crimes against humanity, which includes, but is not limited to, divulging the ancient secret handshake of the He-Man Women's Hater Club, trying to hijack the interweb, and his evil plan for world domination. He's been accused of starting a polygamous cult of bearded ladies from the Romanian circus. In his unidentified secret lair, he has been teaching these bearded ladies how to skydive while spitting flaming Chinese throwing stars. These women are now considered armed and dangerous, like flying monkeys on crack. Mark Eddy has a deep interest in mounds, rocks, caves, crop circles, tinfoil hats, and the area in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, known for the Mothman prophecies. Please keep an eye out for him while visiting these locations. Take precautions, as Mark is not just dangerous and a really sketchy dude. He pretends to be lovable and may want to hug top-heavy women. If you spot Mark, he might strike up a conversation with you and claim to be South Park's Eric Cartman reincarnated. He will demand that you respect his authority by repeating the phrase, "Respect my authority." If you see or encounter Mark Eddy, remain calm and call the guys at Three Beards Podcast to report your sighting. Thank you and good night.
That's awesome, Julie. Thank you so much for that. It is, and it's Harry's birthday month, so happy birthday! Make sure he gets an extra belly rub. Oh, it's awesome that people sit that stuff in. Oh man.
So Julian's part of what's become a roast.
Apparently, yes. I mean, somebody might accuse us of just setting you up. I mean, it's like
no,
but so cryptids, because she brought up the Mothman. I know you actually have been to the festival. So what kind of was your first cryptid that you went after? That this was the one that kind of brought you into this genre.
Oh, I'm probably a lot like Ken from last week, where it's like seeing the Patterson film. When I was little, that really seems to be like the gateway video that gets people interested in cryptids. I did an article in Ancient American magazine a few years ago. That was kind of like the basis of last night's show with Max and Brian, where some of these petroglyphs in the Upper Ohio River Valley do resemble like a mermaid, a manatee, I just kind of wonder if the petroglyph was carved 400 or 500 years ago, was it an accurate depiction of something that lived here in the river, or is it a recall of long distance migrations along the trade network? And so just this kind of thing just kind of I don't know, just keeps following me around. I like these mysteries, and I think the next hour we'll probably be getting into more with Michael about the that UFO sighting over northeast New Mexico. Yesterday?
I think so. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Yep.
Yeah.
For me, I fell in from our episode. I fell in love with a Pukwudgie. That's like my latest one where I actually really liked. I think something about the small stature ones, like talking with Ken, like the Littlefoot.
Mm-hmm.
These ones, the Loveland Frogmen. We want to get into that. Just get into these smaller cryptids. It's pretty fascinating because there's so many reports of these same small statured creatures all over, but in various, there's various differences in those ones. And so I was curious because I think me growing up in Oregon, I was the same way. The Patterson Gimlin film was, when you saw it, because that was 3.5, 4 hours from where I lived, is where they filmed that.
Oh yeah, that's a regional experience for you, just like the petroglyphs for me. I just one of those things that just kind of pulls you in, and it's one. This is really neat stuff.
So what got you into Mothman?
It was another local story. I just went down there one year I think I went to the museum first, and I thought it was really well done. They had interesting displays. I liked how they had some of the props from one of the TV shows that examined human perception. They'd have someone drive by, and put up different size, like a 3, 6, or 8 foot cutout of Mothman. You have to guess the size as you drove by, and the responses were interesting about what people saw, and if you apply that to the reports that happened from came into the police department after the Scarberries made their report. It gets you really interested in the story, and then you had reports like about the next night or the following night from people about 60 miles upriver. They reported about the same thing being seen. Since this is 1966, there wasn't Facebook to quickly get the story started. So it became a captivating story about
Mothman?
What? Yeah, no. It's just really captivating about that time and what people were seeing, and like I said, like then the study of like a psych study of perception. I was just became enthralled by the story, and then a few months later, there was the festival, and I went to that, and I think it's a really well managed festival. Everyone's having a good time. It's not there aren't people drinking on the street. It's a family festival.
Now, Harold had a theory on why you liked it, and it's because you believe you can fly. That's why you were drawn.
Well, Julianne just said something about the skydiving bearded ladies.
Yep.
That
was awesome for you.
Yeah, that's something different, but that fits in with the flying. I'm probably a little bit more closely related to Eric Cartman and the bearded ladies, but that's a good analogy, and top heavy.
And then we did get so I got a phone call. I don't know if you didn't tell you this prior to the show, but I got a phone call from Joey and Tanya Medea.
Oh,
they said that that you had some evidence for them, and you sent them over a video, and they reviewed it. And so what they did is they called me, and they're like, that they got this, and they wanted me to see it as well. But so like I said, if you don't mind, I would like to break this right now.
This sounds like an exclusive. Yeah, good.
Yeah, I mean, so it looks like Mark actually might have found some, while he was in the Point Pleasant area, might have actually found some evidence, of Mothman.
And I was just talking about perception. Let's
roll the clip here and see what everybody thinks.
Hey, Tanya.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you're busy working on the taxes and stuff, but Mark Eddy from Nightlight.
Yeah.
He sent me this video, and he says that he captured a cryptid. I haven't loaded in the software, but I haven't taken a look at it yet. So I don't know. Mark's so reliable. Maybe he got something.
Let's take a look.
Ooh. You hear that?
Yeah, it's a weird noise.
Holy crap, that's a growl. That does not sound normal. Cars. This must be by his house, I don't know. That sound is what? What? You What? Holy! I don't mean to laugh. That really freaked him out. All right, listen. He's gonna be on 3 Beards Wednesday. I don't even know what to do about this. Okay. I'm gonna give Craig a call.
Yeah, you should call Craig.
Yikes. Craig, hey, it's Joey and Tanya Medea over at Into the Outer Realms.
Hey, Craig.
Hey, how are you? Good. Listen, sorry to bother you on a Saturday, but Mark Eddy from Nightlight. He's going to be a guest on your show soon, right?
Yes, we're going to have him on Wednesday.
Oh, this coming Wednesday. Okay,
Yes.
well, listen, man. He sent me this video where he thinks that he captured a cryptid.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, until you actually see it. So Tanya and I are at a little at a loss, but our theory is that maybe Mark has been in lockdown too long and maybe has some cabin fever. But I have your address. I'm going to email this over to you, okay?
Oh, that would be great. I'd like to check it out and see what's going on. Appreciate that.
Oh, okay, and then we'll figure out what to do. Okay, you have a good Saturday. Thanks.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Craig.
Bye.
Okay, I'm going to send this to Craig.
Okay.
Wow, this is weird. Yikes.
So,
How long you
cabin
been in
fever.
How long you been in quarantine again?
No, it's been a long winter. Did something seem not believable about that video, or
no.
you don't think that was a real fairy type creature, something, baby Mothman?
Well, I mean, it was definitely a twist. I was waiting for, pareidoia, but you just right there. I mean, there was an actual creature around the thing. I mean, it apparently was scary because you definitely fell over. Might have had something to do with a bottle, but you fell over.
Well, no, it's like what kind of bottle? See, that's just
it's water, right?
Water or rum.
Thank you to Joe, Tanya, and Medea for sending that clip. That was awesome. Appreciate you guys doing that. That was great. We definitely had a couple other ideas too. We just ran out of time, and Mother Nature decided that was going to be the end of it. Because we had a few people, and everybody seemed to reside in the state of Texas, which decided to suddenly have a winter. Yeah, that was.
Maybe I took Fauci too seriously and was wearing 4 masks.
Little, started. The name just failed me right there, but were you oxygen deprivation?
Yeah. So it could have been a number of things that happened, but
oh my God,
it's spent a lot of time inside this winter.
Yeah, Nancy was like, "What's he smoking?" I don't think it's just cigarettes.
Have you been getting into? Oh man, what's his name? Jimmy Hickman
gummies. Yeah, Jimmy Hickman gave you one of his suckers, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, with cabin fever, you know what happened to Jack Torrance and his family. This was just a milder case. Could have been worse.
Could have been worse. It could have been you in the tree.
I could be a skit for next time.
The next one.
Next time. But how well it archives.
That's right.
Yeah, it's like for this roast I walked into. We just need Lisa Lampanelli to call in.
I know, just come out of nowhere. Oh man, but all kidding aside, it's one of those things. It's just like we thought about this idea, it just just kind of really having some fun. But it was just, I mean, I can't say it enough. Which how much we appreciate everything that you do for us. Next roast. Yes. Oh, we had a couple. No, trust me, we had a couple of really good ideas. It just we ran out of time, and it was there were some ones. It's like this. Couldn't have asked for better from everybody that's done this. I mean, Tanya, Joey, and you guys came up with a fantastic thing there. Julianne, same thing, just out of there. I mean, we just, so it was just we couldn't have asked for it to be, go off better than it did. Especially at Mark, like the clip you made. I mean, that's what I said. That's what we were hoping for. But it's one of those. I mean, you guys, as we go through this coming up here, I mean, we're booked all the way into the middle of May. All right, with guests, and most of these have been contacts, that we've got through Mark, and so this is one of.
I'm lucky to have a job still after this. I was fired.
Who was the last person who said I had to want so this is as bad as like a car wreck, and you just had to.
I don't know.
Had to stop and watch. Did I read that correctly?
I don't know. I'm hoping so. If that is one there, it just because that is perfect. It doesn't Mark remind you of Dexter wearing a powdered wig that's been hair dyed?
I thought this was supposed to be Mark Eddy Unleashed, not Mark Eddy Roast. Should I change the title to the Roast of Mark Eddy?
I think it's kind of what it's turned into.
Yeah.
Originally Mark Eddy Unleashed, now Roast of Mark Eddy.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's one of those. Everybody, showing appreciation stuff too. It's one of those behind the scenes. I mean, we brought you on for a few shows, just definitely to help out. But this is one of the ones where, I mean, I can't even begin to tell everybody. It's just we've got emails back and forth, getting people lined up. He's getting PDFs over to me, and there it is. Train wreck watching, can't look but can't turn away. Oh yes, oh man.
Julian contributed to the wrecks.
She made sure that the track didn't switch.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. No, there was. If I wish, God, I want to save them because I don't want to say what they were because I want to save them if we do something like this again. But we had a couple from Dan and Teresa. We had some stuff, that we were going to try to do. Max Hawthorne. We had some things that, I mean, they were going to be pretty, they're going to be pretty awesome. So we'll save that powder for the next go around. You don't want to give that away because that'll spoil it. Spoilers. Nobody likes a spoiler. Nobody. But what's probably the biggest interview coming up that you're most looking forward to? It could be, it could be any show that you're really interested in called Three Beards.
Oh, no,
I'm just kidding. It could be any shows.
I have Victoria next week. Victoria Diaz on.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. We had a really nice discussion today. Let's see. A lot of good stuff. Wallace on the week after Victoria. But we also have John Iden from the Yardbirds on, was it April 28th?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a big one.
And while you're looking at that, we've got somebody that needs to explain something here.
That needs an explanation. What's going on there?
I picked a good time to bring my daughter up because she's really loud.
Yeah, she sees Dad dressed as a milkman.
It's the Mark Eddy roast, not the Austin roast.
So yeah, we got that from somebody that basically wanted to say she loves you and stuff like that, but she also wanted to bring that in. So it's kind of so serious. But all seriously, what was the basis of that photo?
My daughter's gonna be loud. I know. It was the catering job I worked, and it was a dress up of. It was like an event, and I was ice cream man, so I had to dress up as the ice cream man and serve out ice cream.
That's awesome. Yeah, I've never seen that.
How long ago was that?
2013, just out of high school.
Before the beard, just the.
Yeah,
just
it was stubble, and I was actually in shape and not fat.
He had the starter kit, the beard starter kit going on right there. So everybody, we go watch it.
You done got a little fat now.
No, trust me, Chris, you're coming. We're gonna get a photo from Lisa. Lisa, all right, I'm gonna stop. I'll talk to your mom or dad. We'll pick up a photo, put that up there for you. I mean, you guys already saw my embarrassing photos.
I'm surprised with me and Tara when we were younger.
It's
funny. You find me as a kid. I was a fat ginger, like a chunky ginger.
Yeah, speaking of chunky, these guys didn't believe. That cracked me up. Is we had a get together and they came over and the first thing they asked, they finally just said, it's like, Becky, it's like, there's just like, who's this other guy on the wall in all these pictures? So Chris is just convinced that Becky's keeping the photos of an ex or somebody else on the wall, that she's been hanging out with, and it was me. It was more of me. But yes. My God.
And Julianne just mentioned something about the Eddie Murphy ice cream. Yeah. I'm more familiar with the Lunch Lady Land.
No, I had to chase down a drunk lady to get my hat back too. That was not fun. She's like, "Can I try your hat out?" I'm like, "Sure." And then she took off. I was like, "Oh no, that's not mine."
Oh my God, that's awesome. Yeah, that was so. Nancy, thank you for that. I appreciate that. So, and yeah, definitely, you could send us more. we won't turn those down. Oh man, yeah, it's as you can see. I mean, everybody, we're a pretty close family, and as I said, we appreciate everybody. Is that Mark's dad? I know that was one of the things I said today. Is when I saw it, I'm like, it's like, yeah, it's that whole thing. It's like the red hair, came from the milkman.
Yeah, Carmen doesn't know who his dad is.
Yeah, it's one of the mysteries of South Park. Who's the dad? It's wonder before they ever stop making them. I wonder if they'll ever answer that question. It'll probably be Randy. It's probably who it's going to end up being. Or Jimbo. Might be Jimbo.
No.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's one of those. Everybody just kind of peel back the curtain. You guys got to see just kind of the stuff we do behind the scenes. Yeah,
Yeah, the radio audience needs to head over to the YouTube channel to catch the full effects of the visual format of this show.
Oh yeah, because you see it. It's like when you can see some of the ones, but it's definitely one of those things where you want as you're seeing the stuff. It's also like the video from Julie, the video from Tanya and Joey. I mean, you've got to see them because it's just watching it at the same time listening is pretty cool. And once again, thanks for sending those to us. But yeah, it's as we wrap it up here for this one.
They're all well done. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah, there's always a phone call.
Wait, hold on a second.
That's heartbreaking news. Like.
Right in the middle of the show. Hopefully not
That's
emergency.
Not a breaking news flash.
It's probably an extended car warranty.
We're trying to reach you about your extended car warranty.
Yeah. Yeah. It's or they got the pizza order wrong again, or they're lost. No, we lost. I know. Isn't that crazy? You know, the star of the show that we're trying to interview. You know, it just meanwhile he's on the phone, and yeah, where it's one of those student loan forgiveness. Yeah. Julie says student loan forgiveness.
Okay.
Was the pizza guy lost?
No, it was mistaken identity for Chris and Tyrus.
Oh, nice. We were speculating it was loan forgiveness. Your car's warranty.
Yeah, extended warranty. Yeah,
getting a better interview.
Yeah, trying to get out of there.
He's calling his agent. That was his agent, and he was chewing him out.
Yeah, you said this is supposed to be about me, not a roast about me.
Yeah, Barbara set this up. I made another music suggestion.
It was Kubrick's people with a cease and desist. Oh, this is awesome.
It's an homage.
Yeah,
so still giving them some publicity. It's well deserved.
It has potential.
But we have, but you're asking a few minutes ago about some of the shows I'm looking forward to. We have some like like Jimi Hendrix type evening.
Yep. Yeah, we've got 2 guests that are coming up, which is gonna be pretty cool. That you helped us line up, which is gonna be fantastic. Not only do we have somebody that played with Jimi Hendrix at Woodstock, then we're also gonna
Jeez.
phone calls.
This is actually
This is going to be the one. This was his agent. You are fired. Yeah, this is. Yeah, so we're going to have not only we're going to have somebody that actually played with Jimi Hendrix, then we're going to have somebody he does. He's basically, a tribute band for Jimi Hendrix.
Oh, nice.
So did you fire him that time?
No, that was actually Mom.
No, there. It was turn the dang phone off. It's a call from Barbara. Do you like your job? You better stop.
Oh, come on! There's only 5 more minutes left, and
a lot can happen in 5 minutes.
Yeah. Hey, give us time. We might be able to pull something out here. Oh,
the show with John Iden should be a really interesting one. So,
no,
with he gets so much. If you talk about
what.
Somebody's like, "Can you post them?" Yeah, because somebody's like, "Can you post the milkman photo again?" So
fingers. I hate that photo. My hands are wearing gloves, so my hands are like extra white and long.
They're not white enough as it is already.
I look back at photos of me. I thought I was in shape. I was just really skinny and like not muscly at all back in high school.
Yeah, y'all don't have none of me. That's the good part about it.
Yet.
Oh,
There's
God.
time. Yeah, give us time.
There is a photo on Facebook of me dressed up as a girl for Halloween. I don't know where it's at.
Oh,
Okay,
game on.
that was too much information.
There's a lot of photos on Facebook that I need to find and take them off.
Did you milk the cows too?
Sure. Mark Eddy roast.
God.
Mark Eddy
Yes.
roast.
Yeah, roast of the producers' night. Yes. No, but that's but. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, with John. There's if you're talking about the British invasion, music in the music sense. Of course, everything is going to be mainly focused on the Beatles. Probably a lot of Stones in there too, some Who, but the Yardbirds were one of those bands that really made a big they had a loyal following, made a big impact in a smaller group of people, and John can explain where getting their start and branching out, and I think it's going to be a really fascinating show. Hearing about Clapton, Beck, and Page, what they learned there, and what they brought to the band, and where everyone went, from the same roots. So I think that's be kind of the really interesting, music type show, history as well. So that one's going to be a lot of fun. John's a good guy.
Oh yeah, you definitely had to force me into the first show. That was the one. It's we had a lot of fun, and we looking back, it's like we should have done it earlier. But the whole time with Boone Froggatt, I'm just like, God. And he's like, I got this music. They got this guy. He's great. He's great. He's really good. It's like, Mark, we don't know anything about music. I mean, we don't play, we don't sing. We're not. I mean, other than just listening to it, I go, I don't know what we can add to this thing. And he brought it in there, and Boone Froggatt was really good. And then we branched off, and we had a couple Nova Omega. Then we had Strike the Tower, and now we're gonna bring in a Yep. And we just came through there, and like, okay, we could actually do this. And we actually are able to find a story, which is over. And so, and then Harold's like, hopefully after this, we're not unfriended. He may not pick up our messages for a couple of days. I'm busy.
No. All right, we should wrap the show up. No. Terry might have found it. Let's wrap the show up.
Oh yes. Yeah, that's
everyone who chipped in for this one, except for Mom's. But
even that was perfect. I mean, you couldn't have scripted that.
Yeah, everyone made great contributions to make this a fun evening. It was. I had a great hour, and we have at least another hour to go this evening.
Yeah, we'll be back here at 8:30 with Michael W. Hall and talking a little bit. We'll still kid around, but we'll talk. We'll try to have a little bit more on the topic side. Just so. But one guy from YouTube, M.A. Allen, he used the same thing. You can see that you're a big man. Enjoyed watching your friends celebrate you. It's honestly, we can't thank him enough. I mean, it's one of those. This was the utmost. Trying, just to give him as much love and respect as we could. And Joey, thanks for asking us. Hey, thank you. You're welcome, but also thank you for being willing to do it and do you guys going above and beyond. Julie, same thing. You went above and beyond. Thank you.
Yeah, Julie had a well-written script. Tanya.
I found a better photo.
They deserve an Academy Award for what they did, and all the pets that people are sending in. We're gonna have to do this again with more people, and Javier is he's really good musician. He's part of that 15-minute song with 15 guitar solos.
I'm trying to think.
I think he just posted it recently, and that was a really interesting project that so many talented musicians worked on, and Joey has a new book. Looking forward to reading that one. So everyone who chipped in tonight, really has some creative skill. That's what our little group of people really excels at doing is coming up with innovative programming.
Those are my two. Those are my two dogs. This one's Willie. This one's Finn. So those are my two.
What kind of dogs are they?
Labradoodles. Willie's a Labradoodle. Finn is a mixture, Cocker Spaniel and a Labradoodle. We just call him a Cockerdoodle. That's it. He's a Cockerdoodle.
How much do they weigh?
40 pounds.
Oh my god.
Yep. So they're both a combined weight, I think, of one of Austin's dogs. Yeah. We're hoping. I haven't seen the picture yet, so that's
I can't find it, but I found other ones.
All right, we'll get those things. But everybody, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. That's amazing. Thank you again for giving us a picture. Tanya, Joey, Medea, check them out and Into the Outer Realms. They are every Thursday. I think Thursday. If I got that wrong, I apologize. But you can listen to them every Thursday on their page, Into the Outer Realms. I think it's at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to them. They have great programming. They're also rebroadcast. And Tuesday nights, Mark Eddy is on Nightlight, and he's always has great shows. I mean, he gets the prep work done for me, and I always appreciate that. So I like to let him go first, to kind of break the ice with these people, so that way it's not so jarring for him just coming in here. I like them to have the Mark Eddy experience first, and then they come for recovery to the Three Beards. So that's what we like to do. But yeah, so check him on Barbara DeLong and Nightlight. Fantastic show. They have a lot of great guests. I've been on there once. You can go back and see all the archives on Barbara DeLong's YouTube channel. And same thing, Facebook. You can go to Joey and Tanya's Into the Outer Realms. They've got a lot of stuff. Real quick, guys. I don't know if you know this. Do you know that they have soaps and other stuff that they sell?
Nope.
I discovered that, into the outer realm. And so it's pretty cool. And some of them are shaped like cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty,
Emily and Tanya designed the soaps and candles.
I didn't even know that till the other. Oh,
jeez.
Better get them off the phones.
Here, it's on the 800 service. Hey, you can call them back. Anybody want to call them back?
And also, before I forget, if you want to see these lovely pictures, if you just don't want to listen to us on podcast form, make sure you log to YouTube, Three Beards Podcast, so you can see the wonderful pictures tonight, so you can get a clue of what's going on.
And then, Joey, but Outer Realms Bathworks. That's what it is. I knew it was Outer Realms.
Julianne's show is going to be starting in a couple hours.
Yep. Right as we finish, pretty much a lot of the times, like right as we finish our second show, she's so we're kind of like the pre-show, getting everybody warmed up, and then everybody could transition over to Julie's. So hopefully that works that way. But yeah, so she'll have, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it'll be Tanya and Joey Medea will be on her show tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. Tune into that and show them some support too, because they're always a great interview as well. Everybody, Nanny Cakes is a sponsor for Nanny Cakes 407 on Facebook. Call her at 407-923-2898 in the Central Florida area, and you're going to save 15% on your cake, just as a way of her saying thank you for having to deal with us. And we go to threebeardspodcast.com, patreon.com/threebeardspodcast. Become a beardo just like us, help us out, become one with a family. It helps us, buy different stuff that we can do for that, plus get merchandise, which, we hope in the future to get a lot of that stuff rolled out. And then social media, just like Chris said, it really helps us out. Just sharing this show just gets that out. Like, follow, invite people into the groups. We have our groups. Invite people. If you have friends, invite them in there. Help our groups grow. Go to YouTube, follow it, subscribe, and same thing. So everybody, appreciate it. Mark, Eddy, honestly, man, we really appreciate everything. We can't do it without you.
I had a lot of fun, and thank Julianne, Renee for helping me film the Planet of the Apes, and Tanya and Joey, and Harlan, all the pets that have starred in the Tonight Show. Nancy,
Menagerie, yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Patriot Radio. Before I forget, J&J Beard Company, they rebroadcast a show on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock, and go to the Zeno radio app and look at Patriot Radio, and that's like I said, every 8 o'clock Eastern time every Thursday night. They're going to rebroadcast it. So I said, everybody, get ready for the next show tonight. But then after that, just get that nightcap with Julianne Guthrie Smolson's, show, where you're gonna actually get, go ask Tanya and Joey what the inspiration was for their amazing work for tonight's broadcast. So everybody, thanks again, appreciate it. We will take